Hey, Thomas here. If you wanted to master your L-sit, this is an incredible bodyweight skill demonstrating core strength, flexibility, great for beginners to start off with, to start into your calisthenics or bodyweight skills here. Maybe you feel you don't have the flexibility or the core strength to be able to do it. Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you the technique on how to master the L-sit, also how this technique can play a role with your body type. So if you have longer arms or a shorter torso, we can adjust the technique to fit this. And then also you're gonna learn how you can easily progress with this move using a simple household item here, just a chair. So no excuses here. You're probably sitting on one right now. You can use this here to get your L-sit. Let's do this. All right, first things first, we wanna master this technique for the L-sit. A lot of times we could just be doing the wrong technique and that's what's holding us back here. And throughout this entire time, I want you to try to keep your chin slightly tucked and toes pointed, okay? And what you're gonna do is place your hands directly beside your hips, nice and close here, okay? And from here, we can have the hips or the hands a little bit further up on the hips or right next to them. And I'll explain how we can adjust this here in a little bit to fit your body type. But ideally, hands right by the hips. And then we're going to engage the shoulders here. We want to press the shoulders down, and then basically you can keep it neutral or you can have them slightly rounded here in a hollow position. Now what I've found is hitting that hollow position for me gives me more space to lift up here. So a big problem, many of you probably have experienced this, you just have trouble lifting your bum off the ground. Now, unfortunately, some of this could be due to just how your body type is, how your body is constructed. If you have shorter arms and a long torso, you're not going to have as much room as someone with long arms and a shorter torso here, okay? So this is where we can kind of manipulate the technique. So if you have shorter arms here, or you're really struggling to get your bum off the ground, and you know you have the strength, you can bring the hand slightly more in front, and this will open up an angle. You see, I can already get a lot more space with my bum here on the ground as opposed to here, okay? So that's a little trick you can do, especially at first, is have the hands slightly further up. And for me, I found if I slightly round the shoulders, that gives a little bit of extra space there. Then also, you can go more on the fingertips or up onto the palms here to get extra space. Okay? Now, knowing that you're having the shoulders down, slightly protracted here or rounded, we're going to squeeze onto the ground, make sure the fingers are spread out, and we're going to lift up, bring our butt off the ground here, and then follow with the toes lifting. Okay? Still pointing the toes straight and holding here. Gripping with the fingertips, looking straight, and then relax down. All right, now I want to share with you one of my secret weapons for developing the core strength. This one we actually picked up from some of the original founders of parkour. And if you're interested in getting parkour too, this is an exercise you're going to want to do as well. This is great for just getting comfortable with the positioning of your body, developing that strength, the core strength here, and just getting comfortable hitting those positions. So this is called the butt scoot. And what you're going to do here is have the knees bent up so that way it's easier on the body here. And you're going to place the hands hitting that same position close to the hips, but this time you're going to go in front of the hips here, okay? Nice and in front, and you're going to lean forward. And as you lean forward, you're going to lift your bum up and then carry it forward. So we call it a butt scoot, because if you're not able to lift your butt up in the air, you're going to be basically scooting your butt like this. Now notice the technique points here. You can make this easier by leaning back slightly, lifting up the knees. You see, you get that elevation here. It might look kind of goofy, but you're going to feel it in the core here, the lower abs, and then also in the hip flexors here, having that strength here, okay? And what we can do to progress with this, let's say, the all-out butt scoot's a little difficult, okay? We're going backward and forward, side to side. What you can do is put one heel on the ground and use that as assistance. So you're going here, and you're lifting, going back and forth, okay? Now, if that's too hard and you're just getting started, you can use both heels here, have them slightly on the ground, and perform that lift here. All right, now here's how you're gonna be able to master this move and easily progress into it This one's a great tool to use. It's a simple chair, and this is also, because you might know the technique, and for a lot of us, it's really just getting the core strength and the flexibility to do this. So, and I'm gonna share with you some stretches here at the end to help with flexibility, but first, how to gradually get this core strength and get it down in a fun, easy way, okay? So you can use a simple chair here. So you're just hanging out on the chair. You can grip to the sides here of the bottom, right? Or if you have sturdy arms, you can grip at the arms here. And this gives you that elevation. And notice with the knees bent like this, it's gonna make it a lot easier to really see, where your core strength is and to progress into this. So what we're gonna do is, using that technique, pushing the shoulders down and back, holding here, and then all you're gonna do is slightly lift one leg off and then get into position and lift the other, okay? If you can do that, then okay, I have some core strength here, I can hold here. And then you're gonna perform the second progression. Instead of both knees bent, you're gonna go one leg bent, one leg straight, okay? And you can switch if you feel that strength. If not, just lower back down. So you can see, okay, now I'm on progression 2. Let's go on to progression 3. And this is where you're gonna do the full L sit here, holding up, pressing those shoulders down and back, and lifting, and then going straight. Okay? So if you can do that, and if you can do that in the chair right now, so maybe you're doing this. Maybe you're able to hold the L, but your legs are lower, right? Because maybe you just don't have that flexibility. So I'm gonna share with you some flexibility stretches here, or some stretches for that. Just use this chair here, or if you don't have one chair that fits, maybe you're a little bit wider than me, you can use 2 chairs. Okay, another great tool. So this way you can really get the adjustment here that you want and do the same thing, okay? Great, simple tool here. I guarantee if you use this and you work on those progressions, every day, you get some time, just hold here. A few sets and reps, you're gonna get your L sit in no time. So I'm gonna give you a couple of stretches here to work on this. First is the best hamstring stretch ever. We've shared with you guys on our YouTube channel before, but it's a fantastic stretch. You're laying flat on your back, so that way, you're not having to risk injury with the back. And what we're doing is bringing one leg up, gripping underneath the knee here, and then we're straightening the leg as far as we can. Okay, and the goal is to get to about a 90-degree angle here, or even further, okay? And then we're going down and up, slow, controlled. And this gradually over time is gonna really get your hamstrings nice and flexible. And then you're gonna switch, go to the opposite. Okay, same thing. Opposite leg is laying relaxed on the ground. We're going back and forth. Okay, that's the first stretch. Incredible one. So after your training, make sure to use that, and you're gonna see a big difference there with your hamstring flexibility. The other one is just the pike stretch. Okay, so you're just gonna, I like to call these, I got this from Caitlin Geyer, our dance instructor. This did wonders for the flexibility. She made it just easier to increase flexibility. Instead of just holding your pike stretch for 30 seconds, we're doing more slow movements, bringing the chest forward towards our knees, swooping back and forth here. Just slow and controlled. Focus your breath. And you're gonna notice just this motion here. You're gonna develop a little bit of strength. You're gonna develop control, and you're going to get more flexible over time. And it just helps when you do this in coordination with your breath. Now with the pike stretch, it's also important that when we're going down, not to round the back. That's a common mistake. We want to keep the back nice and neutral and straight here, and move with the chest going forward, okay? And just try to go as far as you can comfortably, not arching or rounding too much, okay? Now in this video, I just went over some brief tips and crucial technique points. Now, if you want a detailed schedule, workout plan, detailed videos on breaking this move down, and then also 10 other awesome bodyweight skills like your handstand, the human flag. We also have the muscle up, one-arm pull-up. This is our bodyweight bundle extreme course. You can check it out down in the description below. Then also, if you're in the position right now where you just feel like you want to get lean, get toned, get functionally fit, then we have our Rapid Primal Fitness course down below as well. So you can check that out. Make sure again to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and leave a comment down below if you want more videos. Just let us know. All right, peace.